going on YouTube? Dropbear here, doing a video on my Sunsinger Warlock for Trials of Osiris. I'm only going to go over it real quick. Oh, we're going to go over the guns real quick, sorry, because I've already talked about them. So, then we'll talk about the perks and stuff. So, Hawksaw, best primer in the game, run it. Shouldn't be running anything else at this point. 1,000-yard stare, best sniper rifle in the game, shouldn't be running anything else. That luck in the chamber bullshit, get that out of here, don't play that. And this rocket launcher I got from the gunsmith a few weeks ago is the best rocket launcher in the game. Now, if you do not have this rocket launcher, you can purchase the Vertigo from the Future War Cult. Vendor is exactly the same, except it's just missing a blast radius increasing perk. So let's talk about this Sunsinger's perk. Now, for grenades, you should be running Firebolt. I see a lot of people running fusion grenades, but Firebolt is just so much better. You'll be able to throw it around a corner and tag someone sitting there waiting with a shotgun. Or if you hit someone with a sniper rifle, you can just launch it into the area that they were, and it should tag them and burn them out. And at worst, it tags people and it burns them out for a few seconds, so they can't recharge their shields. I think they're down for roughly about 12 seconds. And fusion grenades, I mean, they do one-shot people, but it's just not worth it. Firebolts are just so much better. I just run Focus Burst because Burst gives you the most speed. Now, I see a lot of people disagree with Fireball for trials these days, but Fireball is such a great perk. If you can use it correctly and using your head, you can, not die. So if you use it in the correct situation, you'll be dominating. If, let's say it's a 2v1 and you're on a revive and your teammate's struggling, you can res yourself, get your teammate, and then it's a 3v2. And then you've got Radiant, so you're just going to flog these people. You have to use Fireball correctly in situations like that, and other situations where they leave you alone and you can safely get to a res, or you can, if they're trying to push for a res and you're near it, you can res yourself and stop them from getting it. You just got to be a bit smarter with Fireball, and people are expecting it, so you just got to play a little bit smarter, and you'll pull this off. I can't recommend Radiant Skin because Radiant Skin doesn't do enough. You might as well just run Voidwalker if you're going to try and run any of the other two. So Fireball is the main reason you run Sunsinger in Trials of Osiris. Now, Flame Shield, obviously, if you're running any of these things, disappointed. Flame Shield's the most broken shit. Now, for stats, I'm running mid armor, mid agility, and the minimum recovery you can run on a Sunsinger. Honestly, armor doesn't really matter anymore because you don't have the RAM, you don't survive stuff as easy, and recovery is just better to not have max there if you can max out the agility. Just being able to move quicker in Trials is also really nice, especially on a Sunsinger because they are the slowest class in the game. So just being able to have that agility to move a bit faster is always nice. Viking Funeral comboed with Touch of Flame. Of course I'm running this build. If you're running Firebolts, you have to run this build. Touch of Flame ignites enemies, which does a burn damage, and it does about 4 ticks. Now, Viking Funeral doubles that to about 8 or 9, which is insane. You do so much damage, and that's a tick every second, so you go tick, 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 tick. That puts someone out for 9 seconds, and it's a few seconds for them to recover from the initial damage. So they'll take the 97, and then they'll burn. And actually this got buffed. They made it so Viking Funeral ticks more now. So it's actually pretty insane, Viking Funeral. It's stupidly insane. I mean, Radiant Will's not going to be doing anything, and Sunburst is not going to be doing anything. And then in the other tree, Angel Light's pretty useless, and Gift of the Sun is nice, but the Firebolts are pretty shit unless you're burning people. So that's my opinion on the subclass. Now, on the subclass as a whole, you shouldn't be running Arcrawler at all. Stormcaller is pretty average. And Voidwalker, while it's nice, Void Bomb is just not as strong as Fireborn if you use it correctly, to be perfectly honest. Now let's go over my stats real quick. Try and max out your intellect. Just max. If you're running the Void Fang Vestments build, max out your intellect and strength. You don't want to have any discipline. I have way too much discipline. You shouldn't need discipline. If you should only really need 1 grenade around, and that's what Void Fang Vestments give you. They give you that grenade every round. Now, so yeah, try and max out intellect first, and then strength, and then soft discipline. But yeah, running Void Fang gives you a grenade every time you spawn, so if you res yourself, you'll have your grenade and stuff like that. It's actually ridiculous how strong this piece is with the Sunsinger Warlock because of its grenades. Soft Bundy Bear. And yeah, that kind of covers it. If you're going to be playing Warlock, you're going to be playing a bit more of a sit back and chill out build. You just throw your nades out every now and again. But yeah, Warlocks are pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to explain. And if there was anything I left out, please let me know in the comments section down below, because I'm actually not the best Warlock player. This is just my Warlock build. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Check out the team's channel. It will be down and below. And yeah, comment if you want to spark a discussion or if I need to improve anything. This is Dropbear signing out. Peace.